Welcome. The purpose of this video is to show you the Ship To menu choices, how to set up an account in a Ship To, and how to delete an account in the Ship To area. So I'm going to go to Menu Selection T, General Files, number 4, Miscellaneous Files, and then letter A, Ship To file. So there is a separate video that shows you exactly how to search for Ship To addresses in Point of Sale and how to create one. So I'm going to run through how to add accounts very quickly here. When you go in to add an account, you type in the account number that you're wanting to add, and then the number on the right is a subcode or a sequence number identifying which Ship To address that we're dealing with. So if I type in a 06, it's going to tell me it doesn't exist. Yes, I want to search for it. And I can put 10906, and that's a new one that's created. I don't have to put 2 characters in that sequence number or in that subcode. I can just put 1 if I want to. I'm going to press the home key and the escape key, and my account, my new Ship To is already added into the system, and I can edit the information in menu selection 3. If I want to delete an account or delete a Ship To record, I'm going to go to number 2, and I'm simply going to type in the same information that I did when I added it. So 109, and then which subcode do I want to use? 06, that's the one that I had just added. If there is address information already populated on that screen, you're going to see that here on the right. Nice thing about that is you can confirm whether or not this is the Ship To that needs to be deleted. If you delete a Ship To, you are not deleting the invoice information, you're not deleting old invoices, you're simply removing this from the list of Ship To addresses that your employees can choose from. Perhaps they've closed that business or they've moved it. You can either come in and delete it and create a new one, you can edit the existing one, but this is not going to mess at all with your archived, already created tickets, even if you haven't had a statement yet and those are still due to be paid. So I'm going to press the yes button on the left-hand side, and that's going to delete my record. I'm going to hit the escape key to get back out, and that was all I needed to do. So now that Ship To address has been removed from my list for my employees to see at point of sale. The account has not been deleted. My history has not been deleted. It's simply a Ship To address that was removed. Number 3 is how I display and alter my account information. So I'll show you that really quickly. If I press the enter key, it's going to show me the first record that displays in my list. My account number is 109, my subcode is 01, and then my address, my miscellaneous information over here, and then my tax information at the bottom. So things that you want to make sure that you populate are the salesperson code if the salesperson is different than the one that's defaulted on the account. That salesperson will then get credit for this sale over the salesperson who was assigned to the actual account. Same thing with your tax information. Your Ship To overrides what's on your account record. We have customers call all the time, not all the time, but we have customers who call very frequently who say, I was charged the wrong tax amount on a particular ticket. And more than once we've seen it that their Ship To file was created brand new, no tax information was populated, which made it default to your asterisk tax code, which for some customers is their regular tax rate, and perhaps this customer was supposed to be exempt, or it's a 0 tax and this customer was to be charged tax. So you want to make sure that if you have a Ship To address, the tax information is correct for that location. I'm going to hit the escape key. Now, custom reports and sorted reports exist in most of our menus. Number 4 is a custom report area where I can go and print out anything I want out of my Ship To area. The sorted reports is almost identical. It simply allows me to sort this information, which of course sorting takes slightly longer. So let me show you both of those menu selections quickly. Custom reports allow me to go in, enter my clerk code, and my clerk code will determine whether or not I'm allowed to do certain things in this report screen. My report options from the top down, report options, here's my date and my title, and whether I want to run this report in the background through my V1 batch. I'm going to press home. My second box is my print options. Do I want to print this report to my screen or to paper? Do I want to perhaps email it to myself? And then which fields that exist in my Ship To record are the ones that I want to see on paper? If you click on your Help button, you can see a whole listing of all of the field letters that are used. I'm going to escape out of here one time and go into number 3 and show you that if you click on the Help button down in the lower right-hand corner, or if you hold down your Shift button and click on the question mark, you're going to get a screen that looks like this one here. If I click on the question mark one more time, I'm going to get a layout of what all of my field letters are in my files. Anywhere in the system, you can see the same information for your inventory, your accounting, your manufacturer file, your supplier file, and so on. So this gives you the opportunity to see exactly what the names are, what the short names are of each of your fields, and then you can really write down on a piece of paper those that you want to see in your report. So those are used down here in this lower right-hand corner as your output. So I'm going to put ML2, ML3, ML4, STE, STA, and zip. And you can fill in as much as you want. Now you'll notice that the numbers at the bottom of my output format have now hit 127 and they don't exceed that. That is because that is the width of my paper that I can use. So if perhaps I don't need to include the second portion of my address, so I have my street address but I don't need the suites for whatever reason, I can pull that column of information out of my report, and then I won't run out of space when I'm trying to report this information on paper. I'm going to press my home key. Your selection options works the same way that it does everywhere else. Do you have a range of accounts that you want to look at, or do you want to look for things such as I want to look for accounts all in the same state or within the same zip code or who have the same salesperson? That's what you can use these filters for. My calculations allow me to do the same thing that I've seen in other areas of the system. They allow me to extend certain values. Honestly, I can't really think of a reason that you would use this in the Ship To area, but if you can come up with a reason that you want to extend quantities, we would use that in inventory to extend quantity on hand by cost so we can have a total dollar value. So if an idea comes to you on how you can use that here, please go ahead and try them out. Oops. And then at the bottom, my update options allow me to stuff information into my fields. Now, this is going to be locked out depending on your security level, but if I wanted to perhaps change my zip code, maybe my zip code changed or my area code changed, or I'd like to update the name of a company. Perhaps they changed their name and I want to just update all of the existing Ship To addresses. I can do that using my stuffing program. There is an additional video on how to use the stuffing programs in SBC, so I'm going to hit my home key to get back out of here. And then if I were to want to run this, escape kicks me back out. Enter allows me to print this to paper or to email or to the screen, whatever I had selected. My Control P prints this screen here. Control X changes my printer. F5, there's a video on how to use the F5 recall job button, so I'm going to skip that one. And F10 allows me to save this job if I want to run it in the future. Now I'm going to hit the escape key and go out to number 9. And you'll notice that my screen is just about identical. The only thing that you're going to see that's different is down here at the bottom it says Update Sort Options. So if I click here, it's going to allow me to sort this. So perhaps I want to sort them not by account number, but by the address. Maybe I'm wanting to drop off cookies for the holidays, and so I want to get a mapped out listing of all of my addresses. So I want to sort them by city, or I want to sort them by zip code. I can choose to sort. I'm going to sort by city, which happens to be my ML4 field. Sort in ascending or descending order. That's up to you. And then subtotal compare length, this is again giving you a total number of items, which I don't know that you would actually use this so much in the ship to area. So I'm going to skip this. And then maximum number of records to print. Maybe, as I said, you're trying to deliver those holiday cookies and you want to give 20 to one of your drivers and have them run around and drop them off around town. You're going to enter the maximum number of records that you want to print on paper. That is the difference between those two screens. So they're very similar. The only thing that the menu selection number 9 allows you to do that menu selection 4 doesn't is that sorting. If you have any questions on any of this or you'd like to discuss this with us, please call us at 800-829-4722 or send us an email at sbctraining@autolog.com. Thank you so much.